This week on SailAway, we search high and low for a blowhole and for our anchor.
You find it?
So meet me on that island, kiss me on that shore. Hey, promise me that we'll sail away, and I'll be yours forevermore. Just promise me that we'll sail away, and I'll be yours forevermore.
Hello all. We've been in Georgetown for 1 month, 2 weeks, 3 days. That is about at least 1 month too long.
And we're gonna go hiking today.
And we're gonna go hiking today because we are waiting out another 30 knot blow. It's supposed to be like this for 5 days. So apparently there's a blowhole and we haven't figured that one out yet. We haven't seen that one. So that's the plan today. And hopefully our boat doesn't float away while we're gone.
And we're gonna go hike for blowhole.
And who's coming with us?
No number and alibi.
Yeah. So I don't think we've even filmed anything since my parents got here. But my parents are down here. They brought their boat from Indiantown and they came across and they've been in Georgetown for 2 weeks. So they've been hanging out with this kid before we leave for destinations unknown.
I think it's also noteworthy, as Lauren said, that we have this 30 knot blow happening for 5 days, 25 to 30 every day. But the good part is that after that blow, we're leaving. We're off to see the blowhole. It blows, it blows, it blows, it blows, it blows. Because that's what a blowhole does.
Oh, we just took my legs off. We're on the art trail.
We're wearing shoes today. It's kind of a novelty. I think it's up there.
That easy go all the way out of that.
Good job, man. There are days in this sailboat life where we're just trying to get through the days just like everyone else. In this case, 5 straight days of 30 knot winds keeping us from doing much of anything. So we figure out what we can do and we strike out to do it. In this case, searching for a blowhole that may or may not actually exist.
Going day for a sail!
And before long, we're back to realizing why we do this. It doesn't really matter if we find what we're looking for because we discover so much beauty while we're trying to find it.
That is pretty violent and awesome. And then it just spills off into this little basin. It's really cool. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get back up without breaking something.
And those kind of days turn out to be some of the best. sure as hell we're not giving up on finding that damn blowhole.
What's that?
Going diving. Did you find it?
Not yet.
Let's just go, we'll mark it on the map and we'll come back and we'll find it.
Yeah.
It's too cold, it's too rough. Literally shaking, I'm so cold.
We lost an anchor. Not the anchor.
Luckily not
The anchor's fine. I had put out a second anchor in an attempt to just drop it right off of our bow to try to keep the boat from swinging back and forth and anchor so much. Wasn't helping today because the wind's just too strong. So I went up to retrieve that anchor just so, you know, it's one less thing to worry about in case something goes to hell in the middle of the night. And I'm like, man, there's a lot of slack on this rope. I'm pulling, and it's just got a shackle on the end of it. There's no anchor. So apparently I either didn't put seizing wire on that one because it's a backup, or it came loose. I'm not sure. I thought I had seizing wire on it, but it's gone, so I just tried to find it, and visibility is horrible, and it's really cold right now. So I could not find it. I couldn't see anything, and the boat is like covering a lot of ground here. So we're just gonna have to mark it, and once the wind calms down on Thursday or Wednesday or whenever, snorkel around and see if we can see it. But I don't know. I know I switched roads on it a couple times, and I wonder if I just didn't finish the job. It would seem that maybe I didn't. To be continued.
Waiting for the hummingbirds to fly by, sitting peacefully in the morning light, asking nothing in return. She's waiting for the hummingbirds to fly by with the most beautiful smile. With the most beautiful smile. When I'm around her, I feel safe. There's a magic river flowing in the gates. She gives me real love all the time. She gives me real love, it's all that matters now. She gives me real love.
We are on day 2 of the crazy windy front that's coming through Georgetown. Last night was windier than the first night by quite a bit. It was blowing about 30 most of the night. Every time I looked up here, I saw anywhere from 28 to 31. It was a little rough. It wasn't our most restful night. Slept pretty good from about halfway through on, but the first part of the night we were both up quite a bit. Being windier, a lot of unusual noises that you don't normally hear at anchor just spring to life, and so you've got to go check it out just to be sure. The anchor has been holding perfectly. We haven't budged an inch, but we just got to go through a couple more days of this, just dealing with it. And so, yeah, we'll probably do a little bit of boat maintenance and a little bit of cleaning. And this is our countdown to leaving. We've been watching the weather, and it changes every day depending on what this front does. Now it looks like the wind is going a little bit more north, still east, but with a more northern component, and it's letting up earlier. And now we might go south to Long Island. So we're okay with either of those destinations. We want to just go check out some new territory. If we get due east or a little southern component to the wind, we'll go up to Cat Island. If we get more of a northeast or east-northeast kind of wind, then we'll go south to Long Island. That'd be better wind for that. So either way, we're picking one of those, and we are heading out at the end of this week, and we will see where the winds take us. Till then, just riding this shit out. It's just another thing you got to manage when you're on a boat and all the rolling, but we're just kind of chilling. All right, well, we're gonna get our day very slowly rolling, and we'll catch up with you later.
What are you doing today?
Well, I went up front to try to see if in this insane wind, pull the anchor rod up to the end of our chain, which is 75 feet, lock it off, and then replace the rope rod with a new one we have, because that splice is starting to get real rough and the rod itself is starting to look kind of worn. And in all this, it just make us feel a little better if we went ahead and did it now. Well, that's not happening. I mean, it's blowing so freaking hard. I just don't want to pull it up that short and lock it down and then not have the safety on there while I'm doing it, whatever. So our snubber has always been just a little too short, a lot too short for when we're just using chain. So I decided to take a long chunk off of one of our spare rods. So I'm remaking our anchor snubber to be about, it's like 28 feet long. So now we can snub the chain right at the end and still get out 100 feet, which is about 5 to 1, which is what most everybody in here seems to be doing, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I just had to cut off the old splice and I'm re-splicing it. Just a few more of those and burn the ends. And we'll have a nice long anchor snubber. And I'll go put it on there and we can rest easy.
Meanwhile, down below, we're making some bread, doing homework, and organizing all the things. Such a fun day on board.
Well, here we are, day 3 of this blow. I mean, blows. It is blowing in the high 20s, low 30s. We've seen as high as 35. And it started ramping up to that middle of last night. Lauren's still in bed. She did not sleep very well last night. And it's just crazy out here. This wind is insane.
Where's eating?
They're eating mini wheats in the cockpit.
They have sugar on the top.
So what he's saying is, it's not that bad. But Yeah, it's nuts. It's supposed to stay around 30 knots of wind today or more, I think, all day. Then tomorrow it's supposed to go down a little bit, down into the 20s again. And hopefully by Wednesday it'll be back to some semblance of normal.
It's a little bit wavy because it's very brightly looks away. And our thingy just...
Nacho's bouncing around back there.
Don't think you'll see that. He just pop, 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 pop.
We're pretty close to shore, but that swell is building up anyway. Wind's going just a little more south. It's almost due east now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So what do you want to do on this lovely Bahamian day?
Not be here.
Mommy's in such a good mood lately. Somebody's ready to move. It's her. This person. I don't know. Today might be a good day to just go get drunk at Chat and Chill.
Yeah. And even play on the beach.
Oh yeah, and maybe even play on the beach.
Yeah.
And be convinced.
I thought maybe you could.
Well, I hate
Maybe it'll blow itself out today. Guess we'll find out. Update on day 3. We are approaching sundown. And just thought we'd catch up with you guys. What all have you done today?
practice Spanish. I watched Netflix while I was editing. I did do some editing. And it's out. And now I'm gonna play the ukulele.
You are just like, basically 30 knots of wind means self-betterment.
Yeah.
To Lauren. As for me, I did also work out. Basically, I felt guilty because she was working out and I wasn't. Cleaned the cockpit, cleaned the stern. I oiled all the wood down below. That's about it. It's gonna be rough again tonight, but it's gonna be coming down a little bit tomorrow. It's supposed to be about 20 knots all day instead of 25 to 30. So that'll probably seem like a walk in the park. Got kind of a epic looking sunset right now. Join us next week when we finally head south to Long Island and continue our journey to the Caribbean. Drifted away on an ocean. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring that bell. And a huge thanks to all our patrons for their additional support. If you'd like to become a member of our crew, just check out our Patreon link in the description. Cheers. I'd be listless and lonely if I didn't have you to hold me as the sun sets and miles roll by.